Hey guys, what's up? It's Alex here. We are here with the next episode of MotoGP 2015. This time we are in Spain and we have literally got qualifying, well, we got pole position I should say, by 0.03 of a second I think it was. Really close between myself and Marquez, but obviously it's better to have close qualifying than obviously what we had in Mugello where I was like over a second ahead. But then you guys did leave it in the comment section of the last videos. I did see you guys saying that AI just aren't actually that great, but I'll keep it in my mind saying I'm actually decent around there, but I sort of know that I'm not. Anyway, down to turn one. Why do we always get such bad starts? I don't know. When we were on the other like not so good bike, we had decent starts, but it's not been the case so far. And a lot of you guys also said that I didn't deserve to win because of because I took out Marquez. Not intentionally, but I took out Marquez in that last race. So I suppose you are right. Didn't really deserve to win that last race, but I'll take the points advantage that we did get over the main guys, because Dovizioso won that race. Let's be honest, he probably wouldn't have won that race if the rest of the riders were going around normally and Marquez didn't fall off. Anyway, got back the lead of this race. Now we just need to try and grab the win, because obviously we didn't back in Mugello when we really should have, and I think this is a track we're not that great at. Who's that? Is that Dovizioso up in second place? Looks like it is. Anyway, guys, I'm actually away this weekend, both Saturday and Sunday, so I'm not actually going to be able to reply to comments and all that sort of stuff, so hopefully you guys understand that. I'm actually going to 2 football games this weekend, both in London, so yeah, I'm not going to really be able to check comments and all that sort of stuff, but hopefully you guys do enjoy the videos this weekend. I probably will have 4 videos up, I'm hoping, over Saturday and Sunday. I'm not actually sure what I'm going to upload later today and on Sunday as well. I know Carp Career will be on Sunday in the morning, and this will be in the morning on Saturday, but I'm really not sure what I'm going to be doing for the 2 sort of later videos each day. I mean, I think I've done a pretty good job at uploading 2 videos a day over the last month or so. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the extra effort I've been really putting into these videos, and I don't know really how I found the time to make all these videos, but you know, I hope it's paying off. My channel's obviously growing, and obviously you guys are enjoying the content, which is good. Right, across the start finish line. There, it's the second start finish line here. I thought it was the first start finish line, but I think that's the F1 start finish line. MotoGP one is a little bit different. Anyway, heading down to turn number 1, late on the brakes, turn it in. You guys also telling me that the bike's a bit too blue. Now, I only saw about 3 or 4 comments saying that, but you know, if you didn't voice your opinion last time and you actually do think it should be slightly different in this livery, let me know in the comment section down below. So obviously I want to get, you know, obviously you guys watching the videos, there's a couple of thousand at least watching each and every episode, which is awesome, by the way, thank you. But obviously I want to make it, you know, the bike look as good as possible. And also, what sponsor do you think I should go for if I get the opportunity for a better sponsor? I mean, I know X-Lite, it's a good, you know, like small sponsor, it's a motorbike helmet sponsor, but I'd rather have a, you know, a bit of a bigger sponsor. But so, you know, let me know, guys. Get my words out. Let me know what you think would be the best sponsor for this sort of colour scheme, because this is the sort of colour scheme I really like. I still haven't changed the boot colour, by the way. I need to do that. Probably will still forget. But yeah, I do like having a good bike, and this could be a run for a championship. I know, it's maybe a bit early to think about that, and we're still quite a few points behind. But you know, I'm probably going to leave it on this difficulty for the rest of the year, because I know I can see we're a bit far ahead of the AI at this track, but it's not going to be that plain sailing. You guys saw in the second half of my Moto2 season I did tail off a little bit, so I'm expecting that to happen again this year, even though, you know, last year Moto2 we had maybe not the best bike, at least the second best bike in Moto2, and we couldn't win. But it's just, I think it's quite a lot closer in Moto2 between the top sort of 3-4 teams. There's really only 2 teams that can win in MotoGP. I mean, I know you can say Ducati are good and all that, but they haven't won a race. Been close, but they haven't won a race. As I'm recording this, I'm sure someone's going to come back in like 3 years' time. Ducati actually did win a race, Alex, in 2015. Anyway, we've got a nice lead now, which is good. I suppose I'm not actually that bad at this track, to be perfectly honest. It's really weird how I'm on the same difficulty I was on Moto2, but I'm not going to lie, it does seem a little bit easier than it was in Moto2. Ooh, but we need to stop doing little mistakes like that, and then that could have ended us up in the gravel there if I wasn't paying as much attention as I was, luckily. Right, left, right, we got nearly 3 seconds on Dovi. It'd be good if he finishes second, by the way, because he isn't really in championship contention, I don't think. I mean, he might be at this point in the season, but let's be honest, he's probably not going to be by the end of the season. So if he can finish second place, that will be good. Take some points away from the likes of Marquez. And this could be our first victory. However, Dovizioso has pulled us back by about 3 tenths in that middle sector. So we've just got a couple of corners to go. Hopefully he doesn't have a really good last sector and managed to Valentino Rossi me into the last corner, but doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Looks like we're going to be able to pick up the win. And yeah, it wasn't that hard really. We had a pretty bad start, but we had a decent comeback. Obviously, first couple of corners we lost behind, but we pulled away ever since. And that is our first MotoGP win on MotoGP 2015. We have won in all of the categories now, which is awesome. And pretty happy about that. Dovizioso did finish second. I think championship leader Lorenzo, I think he's still the championship leader. Yes, he is. He finished way down the... Well, he finished in 5th. But so that's definitely closed up the championship a bit now. Even though we had a bad bike for the first part of the season, guys, we are definitely cutting the gap down to the front, guys. We've jumped up to 7th place in the championship now. We're not that far behind Iannone. And then there's a bit of a gap to Pedrosa, then a bit of a gap to Rossi. Then it's quite close from Rossi to Lorenzo. So yeah, looking forward to this. And let's get into the next race. Alright then guys, here we are, race 2 of the episode. We're starting on pole once again. This is all getting a bit too good for us here. But why do we get such bad starts? I'm not sure. Is there a certain procedure you need to do? But even like, same bike, Lorenzo, he's got exactly the same bike as me. So is Rossi. They're both getting better starts than me. And the Honda seem like they're like actually the best starters here. So that's a bit annoying, because obviously I want to have a good all-round bike. But you'd probably say the Yamaha is the better bike overall. But anyway, sorry Pedrosa mate, I had to get past you there. And yeah, well, it wasn't exactly the cleanest move in the world, but we're just going to go around the outside of them all here. Oh, okay, well, that's sort of the thing I did in Mugello, wasn't it? I just sort of cut back to the racing line, not really expecting there to be someone there. And yeah, it was. It was Rossi. I realised that last episode we didn't actually have to use a single flashback, so that was good. But obviously I had to use one there, but it is what it is. And now let's just try and catch down these front 3 again. I'm surprised Pedrosa's like programmed so good, but then again he did miss the first part of this, or part of the season, from an injury or surgery. I can't remember what it was now, but he did miss a part of the season. They used their test rider or whatever for a bit, who obviously wasn't as good as Pedrosa. Even when Pedrosa's injured, he's doing better, but you know what I mean. I don't know, it's just a bit strange to see Pedrosa not that far behind Marquez. I'd expect Marquez to be up, you know, there always, but just a little bit surprised to see Pedrosa doing so well. No offence, Pedrosa fans. Oh my goodness, they jam on the brakes so much more on these corners than I do. So I like to carry the momentum through and maybe not be as fast through there. I don't know, but oh, Lorenzo, Marquez have made contact, I think, and Marquez is really had a bad run off that last corner. He might be overtaken by Pedrosa at this rate. But anyway, we're now battling with Lorenzo for the lead. He's really braked early there. We've cut across him into turn 1. There's no contact, and we managed to grab the lead of the Dutch Grand Prix, Assen TTGP. I don't know, it's got so many different names it could be called, but we're into the lead of it. That's what really counts. But obviously we've got the main challenger really for the championship in Lorenzo. You'd say he's probably the most likely one to win this championship. Maybe not in real life, but definitely in the game he seems to be the most consistent. So yeah, I suppose it's partly down to Rossi's qualifying. It's programmed to be like not as good in qualifying, because he's never that great at qualifying in real life. But I don't think he's programmed to be as good in the races I think he should be. I think Rossi doesn't win that many races in this career mode. Definitely needs to win a couple more to make it a bit more realistic. But he is on the back there of Pedrosa by the look of it. I should stop looking behind, because that would make up me ending like my race by crashing into Lorenzo or something. But so far this race has been good. We've been sort of keeping the pace and we know what we're doing. So let's try and get past Lorenzo now. Ooh, little bit of contact there with Lorenzo, but we're going to go down the inside. There is contact again as Lorenzo tries to nudge us out, but yeah, there we are. Oh my goodness, that was nearly us over the handlebars. Somehow I controlled it. I don't know how, but I controlled that, and we are into the lead of the race once again. Ooh, what are you doing, mate? What are you doing? That's more contact. I Oh, what on earth? What on earth is Lorenzo doing over there? There was contact coming to the corner because I was, I had to turn in, so Lorenzo was going for a bit of a dive on the entrance, and then on the exit there was a bit more contact. And I don't know what Lorenzo was doing there. He was like going sideways across the AstroTurf, and now we've got Marquez all over us, the back of us now. Lorenzo's dropped down the order. Like, I understand sometimes the AI are a bit strange, aren't they? But why did he just do that? I don't know. That's a mistake. That's going to be Marquez up the inside, surely. Oh, it was once again, but there's more contact. You can't change the bike direction in that sort of circumstance. That's why I had to use a flashback on the first lap. But you just can't change the bike sort of direction. This second race has obviously been a little bit more nail-biting than the first one. AI definitely put up a bit more of a fight, and I'm having to be a bit more aggressive. I don't want to be sort of aggressive, like sort of going for late moves and that sort of stuff, but when the AI do, you sort of had to do it as well. So Marc Marquez really over the back of us here. He really is wanting to get this Grand Prix, and we've left a gap down the inside, but we've managed to get back to the corner there, which is surprising. Didn't actually expect there to be enough space. I thought not Lorenzo, Marquez was going to cut us off or tries to cut back on us there, but it wasn't the case. We are into the lead, but will the same thing happen in the last corner again? Oh no, this is not what we want. We don't want a bad run through here. Now, how close is Marquez through here? I just can't get this right. Can't carry enough speed. Marquez has made a mistake behind. It looked like he got very sideways. We take back-to-back wins in our MotoGP career mode and closing on that championship lead. I really don't know what happened with Lorenzo there. Very strange. He's finished down in 7th place. Anyway, for me it's good. I've moved ahead of Iannone now and nearly within 2 race wins of Marquez, who now leads the championship. That was a big race for Lorenzo, and that contact definitely scuppered his chances. I think that's the right word, but I don't really think that was my fault, that accident. It was just a bit of a racing accident at the end of the day. He went for a move into the hairpin, not the hairpin, the chicane I should say. He went for the move, like a late move down the inside, so I tried to attack him back on the exit, the corner, and just the way it ended up. So anyway guys, that is that. We take another win in this career mode, which is really good, and obviously back-to-back poles with back-to-back wins, really good stuff. And yeah, so there we are. Thanks for watching this episode guys. See you in the next one. Goodbye.